Well, somebody has got to get that first win of the season. It's a battle of 0-3 teams as we're away in week 4. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So the Rams offense getting out there for their opening drive of the game. Their rookie QB who brings them out.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted now. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built off of.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. They'll try and throw it here. That's on target, Puka Nacua. And he got this close to midfield before going out. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. That one's taken in by the rookie out of USC. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 2nd and 3 now. He'll throw it yet again. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. 1st and 10 from the 41. The first carry now for Kyron Williams. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Short pass brought in. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 24. This is brought in along the sideline. High degree of difficulty for a short gain. Here we go. 3rd and less than a yard. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
His drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. They are throwing it again. The back grabs it. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
And he has the Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So now it's the Seahawks' turn to take the field for the first time. And they'll have a veteran leading them out. It's their 9th-year quarterback.
That's a loss last week, Kate, that he wears. He's worn it all week long, and I know he isn't the only guy out there. There's 11 on the side on every play. But a couple of interceptions, he's going to hold himself accountable. A lot of work's gone into making sure this week's game is an improvement on that.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Cup on the catch. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing here, Darnold. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. They're set up at the 35 now. Darnold now to throw. Complete out to the right side. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And it sets up Seattle with first down. Running back sent in motion. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. Working inside the red zone. Has it down close.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
At the 3-yard line.
To throw, here's Darnold. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Cameron Curl has it. And the Rams will take over as he records his first interception of our season. So we have to pause here. Team officials saw what we did. We've got a Seahawk that is injured out there. They're going to tend to him now. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. Fits it through the middle. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it brings up an LA first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Throwing from the gun here. Finds him on the slant. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 39. He gets this one to Nakua. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Brought down by Reek Woolen.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
1st and 10, looking to throw. That one's complete over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Rams are going to have a first down. A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. Neither side separating much so far. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Rams football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Underneath it goes, catch made by the running back. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it brings up an LA first down. Pass play now. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. Impressive play, but they are well shy of the first down. The Hawks dialing up the nickel D here, third down. Dropping back to throw. Coverage holds up, but he just had to get rid of it.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL where they come down to a play or two and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And they come away with some points on that series.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. The Seahawks taking the field for their second possession. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. Trying to shake off the interception. He's okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Here's Darnold. Caught, nice gain left side. Gets it to the 15. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. From the red zone now. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Brings up second and goal.
Darnold looking to throw. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. They've held him out twice. Here we go, third and goal. Now Darnold. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Seahawks will try to kick as they send the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, about 31 yards out. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Out come the Rams on offense. And this is an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. He puts everything behind this one. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it's second down coming up. Up the gut they go with Williams. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. They stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Pickup of 5 on that play. And the Rams are going to have a first down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He puts some air under this one, deep right. Brought in inside the 20. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Setting up a throw. This throw is caught. And he drives this down to the 8 before going out. On 2nd and 5 now. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
3rd down from the gun. He's on the move. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Rams take a 13-point lead. That one splits the uprights. And the Rams double their lead to 14. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Has this at the 6. This return makes it up to the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And they had that one contained right at the line. Stop made by Braden Fisk. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
At the 25-yard line.
Darnold. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's now 3rd down.
Here's Darnold to throw. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. 4th down punt from the Seahawks, and that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. The Rams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. Back to throw on 1st and 10. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it brings up an LA 1st down. Looking for a throw here. Able to find Nakua here. And he's got it down to the 30 before going out.
Kid, I was on the field, the young high school quarterback, just last week. And I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other and give him a chance to make a play.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Throwing it again here. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. Wanted to fit that one into Devontae Adams. So that brings up 2nd down. They are throwing it again. Has him on the quick hitter. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the 1st. 3rd and just 2 to go. Now looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd. He'll throw it yet again. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. 2nd chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. Still sticking with the passing game. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete. Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that makes this a 3-score game. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Back to throw it. It's caught, Barner. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. He'll throw it. He beams one deep right side. They connect on the deep shot. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. So late in the half, Brock, why not take a shot downfield? And their prayers are answered as they come up with that late touchdown.
You know, this is just a case of who wants it more. If you're in that secondary, all you're thinking is knock the ball down.
Yeah.
Even if you make some contact, right? They rarely call pass interference on plays like that. But somehow, some way, the ball winds up as a touchdown.
And the kick is good, so they take some valuable points off that lead right at the end of this half. That brings us to halftime with the visiting Rams out in front. Now we'll jump from the West Coast to the East Coast, down to our studios in Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll start by heading out west, State Farm Stadium in Glendale. And it's the Buccaneers who are out in front. Chris Godwin, 2 touchdown catches in that first half alone. From there, we'll take a trip east to check on the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Detroit Lions. Jared Goff, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And they were winners in their ball game over the visiting Dallas Cowboys. Cam Akers, a touchdown run in the victory. Both these teams ready for the fight ahead. We're ready to get back to it as well. And to do just that, we'll hand it back over to Kate and Brock.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Return coming from the 6. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Seahawks sending their offense out to begin the third quarter. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Finds him on the crossing route. It's a 31-yard play. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Walker now from the gun. And he ranges forward to the 31 before they bring him down. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
Running with Walker again. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Staying with Walker. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding, offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Here we go, second and very long. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes him back, third down coming up. Throwing here, Darnold. Pass complete to Walker. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. First, second, third down, sometimes even fourth. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And the deficit remains 2 scores.
Well, that fooled me. He had it online. That wasn't the issue. Just didn't have the leg he needed. And the ball goes the wrong way as he's denied by the crossbar.
Back now, pressure on its way. Nakua nabs this one along the sideline. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 46. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Throwing from the gun. That's caught for the first. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Give him 13 on that play. And the Rams are going to have a first down. They'll throw it again. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting? I got to be honest with you, Kate. That's an occasion where a drop would have been a whole lot better than a completion. Couldn't find the way back to the line, and it's a rare pass that actually loses yardage.
Third and long for him here. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. He breaks the tackle. It's a great extra effort to keep that run going for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Darnold. Walker hauls it in. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains. Ball at the 33 for first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now it's a bootleg for him. To the left and pulled in by Cup. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
This is Walker on second. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. Throwing now, off play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well to the sack.
And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
A gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Darnold looking to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Hand off to Walker from the gun. And they bring him to a stop, but this run gets him into the red zone down to the 15. Third down, 1 yard to go.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Now an inside give to Walker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. They go play action here. Intercepted in the end zone. Darius Williams with the INT.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back, because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
Another run for Williams. And he gets his offense forward to the 44-yard line. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
8 yards pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's Rams ball. We'll see if they can hang on to this lead till the end. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Short pass brought in. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. They send the tight end in motion. He's got the hook up to Adams. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he's brought down for a loss. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Pass him on the quick hitter. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Pass play coming here. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And their lead holds steady at 10.
Really, Kate, that miss doesn't change a whole lot about the game management here. The only thing it does is provide a bit more momentum for the offense, running out in need of 2 quick scores.
The Seahawks and Sam Darnold heading out for their next shot on offense. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He'll get this to come. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. Cooper Kupp the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
And he connects there, so now another kick from him, a field goal. We tie this game in the 4th. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Starting from the 5. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Rams back out on offense as we see Kyren Williams again. And his attention has gone to all of their receivers, Brock. This guy has continued to do damage in the passing game as well. Quite a weapon they've been able to use him as throughout this contest. Here's Williams to start the drive. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. They're going play action. Fits it through the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Straight ahead with Williams. And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 48. He gets this one to Nakua. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Back to throw it. Taken in by Williams outright. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 29.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Prior to 1st down, they decide to call a timeout. He's dropping back to throw. Has it at the 7. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Rams holding on to a field goal lead. 1st and goal, Corum. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Corum. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout. They'll try to run it in. Corum dodges the tackle, and he's in. Touchdown! The Rams make it a 9-point advantage. It's a Blake Corum touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Rams make it a 10-point ball game.
Seahawks 17.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Seahawks headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns. Good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can. Putting together quite the game for himself in the process. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll run. First give to Zach Charbonnet. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line. That's caught. Here's Zach Charbonnet. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Looking to throw it. Charbonnet with the catch. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. He's down to a knee, and the Rams getting ready to celebrate this win. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their 3rd and final timeout. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. So they happily go to a knee here to run out this clock, and they're finally on the board, their 1st win of the season. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. So it's the Rams who take this one on the road. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building.